All right, Sharon's gonna come in for sit-up collapse. She's gonna sit down. She's gonna come up into a V-sit. And then for modified version, she'll keep her hips, keep her back low. Very good for that modification. All right, good to go. Second case is gonna come in now with squats overhead press. She's gonna set up hip to shoulder width apart, throwing those legs up, throwing those arms up rather. All right, good to go. And then Sharon's gonna come in with 4 Ys. Notice her setup, she's gonna take those shoulders back, soft knees, soft legs, and then going into the Y, following the plane of the Y, only coming up to the ears. Notice her shoulders are back and that she's not forward or to the side, she's in the middle of that plane. Good to go. Second case is gonna come in for jump jacks. And squatting it down, making sure those knees stay nice and steady. Jumping up nice and soft, notice it's nice and quiet. And then Sharon's gonna come back in for those Ys. We're gonna go the opposite way. Back in reverse. Nice setup for that Y. Good to go. And then Sarah's gonna come in for squats overhead press again. Notice she's keeping her chest up nice and tall. Knees are nice and stable. Good to go. And then Sharon's gonna come back in for sit-up collapse. So we're gonna go all the way up and all the way down. Good to go. All right, and second case is gonna come in for her squats overhead press. Good to go. And then Sharon's gonna come back in for her Ys. Going back the other way. Good to go for those Ys, and then second case is gonna come in with those jump jacks. Squat jacks, jump jacks, whatever you wanna call them. Good to go. And then Sharon's coming back in for those Ys, going back the other way to complete. Just a couple right there, so we can get the idea. Good to go. Come on in. Say K for those squats overhead press. Good to go. And Sharon's going to finish up with those sit-up claps for the finish. Good to go. And then you will break for a minute, minute 15, minute and a half, and we'll start the next. All right, action. All right, so Kate's gonna come in with bridges. She's gonna have her knees or legs about 90 degrees, pressing through those heels, and good to go. And then we're gonna come in for power lunges. Now she's gonna bend those knees and explode, pressing through those heels, getting some nice air using those arms. We're gonna do like 3 and 3. Good to go. And off she goes. And then Seike's gonna come in for a sprint to back pedal up to back 1 with a few squat jumps in there and back up to back 1. Notice the fast feet for the stop. It's good to go. And then Sharon's gonna come in for the jump jacks. Notice she's hip to shoulder width apart, no wider than that, that's all we need. And then off she goes. And then Seike's coming back in for that sprint up to back 1. Notice the fast feet to stop. And good to go. And then Sharon's coming back in for those power lunges. Why don't you give me a side view if you would. Notice she's bending those knees, powering through, pushing through, using her front leg. Good to go. And then we're coming back to bridges. Nice setup, pressing, squeezing those glutes at the top, and her feet are hip to shoulder width apart. That's all we need there. And then we're coming back in for power lunges. Good to go. It's going to go 3 and 3 there. And then back to our sprints up to back 1. Good to go. And then we're back to jump jacks. Going back the other way if you can tell. All right, and back to sprints up to back 1. Good to go. And then back in for those power lunges. Maybe another side view for me, Sharon. Notice she keeps her chest up nice and tall. And then she's exposed to the top using those arms. 3 and 3, go ahead and go. And then we're back to bridges. and good to go. And you'll take a break, and then we'll start the other again.